It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jackson looking to throw right away. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Gibson. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run with Gibson, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A give up the middle to Gibson. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
We're scoreless after 1. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When a drive drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
To throw is Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now Wentz on third down. Being chased out left. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Wentz to the sideline on fourth down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 14, first down, Commanders.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets it up past the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This time Jackson will throw it. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Gibson again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's a give to Gibson. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On first down, Drake. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 38 yards. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wentz. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Drake one more time on 2nd down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. A handoff for Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On second down, here's Gibson again. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Wentz. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Flush to his right. Throw right side taken in by Gibson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll run. It's Gibson. And he's going to have another first down here as he's able to dive beyond the marker. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Gibson. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. John Bates. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although...
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football. Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Gibson, and he'll get a couple up to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. Always got some breathing room. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 30 yards. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. down for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On first down, Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Again, it's Wentz. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Drop deep, Mike 52, Mike 52. I'm coming after you. Go check. Switch gears. Shift.
They're going to try and throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't. Like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Washington Commanders and the Arizona Cardinals. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
On play action, it's Wentz. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now Wentz. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, Gibson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. Gibson again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. In Washington territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Murray now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Connor. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 9, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cards are an extra point away from drawing level.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. And he fires one incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Throwing is Wentz. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Connor up the middle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for good.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys...
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Touchdown! Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Connor going to try and run it. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Winston's throw complete there to Thomas. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Able to connect with Dotson. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Sly on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the half will begin with a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Jonathan Allen able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. That one is slant to McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz able to find Terry McLaurin. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They run behind center with Connor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. To throw is Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray got him in. It's Brown. And a tackle going to be made at the 38.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They'll run for it with Connor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Again, a run with Connor. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now Murray's got to have this one. That pass complete to Moore. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once more, Gibson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Tackle there by Richard Lawrence. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now a 1st carry here for Robinson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the